I might count.
Actually, she can probably be out here serving him whenever he the nice quiet one.
Look at that face, that innocent.
Look at that innocent face.
I wouldn't trust him.
So anyway, so when he's walking in, and you're going to be going.
I start handling it, and then I see her.
You're right. He's going to be. That's right. That's right. Yeah. He's minding his own business, and then he's going to see her. And then you start your altercation.
Step by step.
Now, if you want the rest of the bar involved in it, you have him start about here with his. What are you doing in here? Suddenly you've got the entire attention of the bar. So if you want to get a big fight scene with lots of people involved, although in a real fight scene, okay, when these fights broke out that you've seen,
Yeah, they were very low.
everybody trying to get out. That is generally what's going to happen. Now that's not always what happens in certain environments. If you have military people, if you have military people of any kind, you have any kind of police or whatever. If you have sailors, yes, I did separate them because yes. But and take all these things into account when you're writing as to what you want to do with it, as to really what you want to do with it. And actually, I'm going to modify who you are just a little bit. Okay, since this is close enough to what I actually did in the first chapter of the second book, you're actually a knight of the faith, and you have been away. Yes, you have been away, but you've heard these rumors about something that happened, and so you had to come back to your king, your dad, and find out what was going on. Okay.
Is the bar in the dungeon of the castle?
No. You're in the middle of town. He's just in. These are not stuffy knights of the faith. These are knights of the faith. They're going to stop in. And actually, there's taverns in the time period that I was using in the book is like 16th century. Everybody goes to taverns. Is one of the places you go and eat. It's a restaurant. It's a restaurant. It's a bar. It's whatever. But anyway, but then we're going to do that. That is going to affect how things happen. So anyway, so like I said, he walks in, and if you want everybody involved, he's going to start in the middle of the room. If you don't quite want everybody involved, which is what we're going to do here, you're going to walk up. Now think about your viewpoint. When you start this scene, you may be writing from the viewpoint of your main character. Your main character isn't even noticing what's going on yet. Don't be afraid. Now this is something that they don't tell new authors, and even if it's just as an experiment, don't be afraid to jump a viewpoint. Don't do it more than once unless you feel really comfortable with it and you've worked with somebody and you know you can pull it off. And when I say jump a viewpoint, I'm talking about, okay, we start the scene and we're writing from your perspective, where you're sitting here talking to your friend and all of a sudden you look up and you realize that there he is. Okay? Now, at this point, you're trying to talk your way out of this. You know, you probably are going to stand up at this point. You know, and you may be trying to talk your way out of it. And where's? Okay, I think the back door is over here. You know, so
making for the door.
Right, and at the door, they're involved right now. Okay.
Your wizard's walking on.
Oh no. We're not losing you though, are you? Good. Good. Poor guy. Oh, okay. But whenever this gentleman here, you're right, throws the first punch, this guy here, the knight of the faith, is going to decide. Is going to decide he's going to get involved. So what would happen here would be, okay, so you throw your punch, your slow punch, you're going to duck it, of course. Right. The friend that you're going to probably try to cover her. You decide you're going to get involved. By this time, the bouncer is coming in. There we go. The bouncer is coming when you're actually writing this scene, you may not mention the fact that she's run out, or you might need to mention it if that was the only way out and your main character has said, oh crap, the door's blocked or whatever. Okay. Huh? But the viewpoint jump I was talking about, you change the viewpoint. You don't have to do this. You can keep everything from the viewpoint of the main character. Actually, what I did in this scene when I write it was I switched the viewpoint over as things were developing. The Knight of the Faith is looking over, is watching it develop and deciding what's going on here, and then decides to get involved.
Well, are we going to, like, now that we know what we're supposed to do?
Go for it. Yes, we'll let you guys do your thing. They want to do it. Places! All right. And remember, we're all basically still going to go some kind of sort of slow motion, but not too slow. Okay?
Crazy Insane
You guys know what you're doing. Do it.
Fake fight, take one.
Right. Yes.